Mono black mid-range versus Borlock. Yeah, keep. Keepity coop. Opponent goes first though. Mazemind Tome. This is a new addition to this deck, so let's see how that goes. Alright, so we shall definitely take their Annex. I have the charm to deal with their Liliana. Now I do not. So this is gonna be tough. Ooh, I would have taken, I don't know, I would have taken the charm, I think. Because they're gonna Liliana now. Wait, this takes out Planeswalkers, right? Yeah, frick. Oh man. Yeah, they're gonna plus, they're gonna discard a land. I'm also gonna discard a land, I guess.
Drop it.
Oh, this is pretty good though. So I can duress their Invoke Despair just before they can cast it. Now they have a Mutavault, which is slightly annoying. But hopefully I can top deck something before they can. I have to do this now. I can't afford them to Invoke Despair. Fortunately, I'm not doing anything else, so I'm going to take another 1 or 2 hits from the Mutavault. A Saboteur, sure. I can one-on-one trade with that, with the Liliana by minusing. And then they have to attack the Liliana with the Mutavault too, so that's actually pretty good. I could just go for a Sheoldred here. Yeah, let's do that. Because if they don't top deck a removal spell here, they will still... The Saboteur can hit for 4, but it's going to put a counter on my Sheoldred. Oh, okay. So I'm going to have to get rid of their Sheoldred. And take another hit from the Saboteur. And I really hope I kill Liliana somehow, but... Because that Saboteur... Or I will just top deck, or I need a Swamp to play the Ritual Chamber. But whew, this is very, very close. Top deck versus top deck. Their Saboteur is actually pretty successful at dealing with my Sheoldred. Oh, I'm taking 4 a turn. And Ward discard a card, so... Yeah, I'm not in a good spot. They can actually also just activate Mutavault. I really need to get rid of the Saboteur here. Okay, now I can double block it with a Mutavault. Or I can just make a demon. Oh, they found that. Oh, that was very good for them. was very good for them. How am I going to get rid of this Saboteur? That Menace is completely destroying me here. Yep, gonna draw and gain 2 life here. And more even. Go back up to 12. I have a Mutavault, so I can finally block the Saboteur at least. Oh, they're showing me the Swamp even. Not sure they needed to do that. Alright, wow, this Saboteur has been sabotaging me truly. Oh, no attacks? Oh wait, no, they might attack. Okay. Finally, I can block this thing. They can take out the Mutavault. Good. Now I can make them sack the Glutton.
Enough with the mysteries.
It's going to full control because they might activate the Mutavault, which I would immediately go for the throat, and I think then this is decided. Yeah, that was the deciding moment. Okay, wow, so... Phew, that was close. But I would say the Annex ultimately really kind of making the difference here. Just the card advantage again. But yeah, it was close. My life total went down pretty significantly. And that Saboteur really did a good job. It's a very good combination of Ward, discard a card, Menace, and being a 4/1. So yeah, kudos to the Saboteur. But also a game 1 victory. On to the next game. Mono Black Midrange versus Veteran Explorer, the Maverick Girl. Sure, keep. Okay. Now, I am slow here, so if they are what I think they are...
Sun in the sky, the ocean surges, life thrives.
Then I have an issue. However, let's keep the Go for the Throat for now. Or not. They have 3 mana next turn anyway.
To make a splash.
Oh, I really want to go for a Liliana. Oh, a Thoughtseize is even better, honestly. They can go for the Hydra, though. The lair.
Nature flows with vigor.
They did find a Cavalier. Oh, things are getting out of hand here very quickly. Very quickly. My plays are basically pre-designed.
Let's make this quick. Yeah. One of your friends has to leave.
Okay, I need Invoke Despair. I need a swamp. Like, it's swamp or die. Swamp or die. Or am I already dead here? Oof.
Let's get moving.
Oh, do they have you know who it is. Oh, and that, okay, sure. Oh man, drawing 2 cards here is just gonna be too much. A Duress. What am I gonna do?
Don't overthink things.
Yeah, I think they got out. Yeah, they got me. They got the things they needed here to really go over the top, and the card advantage is now taking over. Sheoldred is kind of nice, but it's not going to be enough. They have too much mana and too many cards at this point, and even Invoke Despair is going to be too little, too late. So it is very unfortunate. But let's see what happens. How many more cards do they want to draw? Oh, maybe Sheoldred can actually do something here.
One drop ripples and grows.
Okay. Going for a huge lair. 7, okay. Oh, attacking Liliana even. What?
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Ooh, the Regent, but it's X. Oh, X equals -2. That's actually pretty insane. Wow, this guy, I think, just saved my day. Am I dead though? Not sure. They're at 8. Okay. Draw a card. Take 2. Go to 6. How big can they make the Hydra? That's the question here.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Oh, okay, I see it. The Hydra is gonna be big enough. Yeah, the Hydra is a, what, a 13-13? Yeah. Yeah, okay, Hydra just wins on its own. Okay. I did my best. Unfortunately, yeah, this just wasn't beatable for me. I feel. If you saw an out or a way to have won that game, please let me know in the comments. But I'm gonna go straight to the next game and hope for victory there. Mono black mid-range versus Dauntless Drafter Jockle. Yep. Red. Come on, come on. What are you gonna go for? Alright, well that's pretty nice. Actually gonna use Go for the Throat, because that's more expensive. I will chump block. Or just block. I know it'll die because they're gonna pump it anyway, but let's make them use their pump without dealing too much damage to my face. Yeah. So currently both die, which I'm actually happy with about. A Heartfire Hero, which I can Fatal Push. Go for another Trespasser. And then I can Invoke Despair next turn. So I think I'm in a pretty decent spot here against Mono Red here. I will take it. I'm okay with this. I know I take 3 and I can't gain life, but that's good. I mean, that's fine. Oh, should I Despair? Or just Thoughtseize? Let's Thoughtseize. Ooh, everything is problematic here. Okay, we'll take this. So I'm still not out of the woods here. Still in trouble. I will take 2 damage here. I think it was worth it. Sure, deal 2 damage to my face, that's fine. No, oh, Thoughtseize, huh? It's quite interesting. It'll put me down to 7, but it'll take the rage out of their hand. But honestly, with this around, I'm okay with the rage. I need to end the game though, so I'm gonna attack. Actually, I'm gonna take another 2 life here. I don't mind it. Sure. Oh my god, I'm at 5. Did I do this correctly? I don't know. I need to win. Wait, if I do this to an end, if they don't have anything on board, that means this deals 6 plus this 6. Okay, so next turn I could potentially win. I can win. I have 1, I think. Attacking plus Despair should be exactly lethal. Whew. GG. Yep, and 2 and 2. Just enough versus Mono Red. Just the right tools, just the spot removal, the blockers, the hand disruption. But yeah, it was a close game. I did go very low. but always happy to win against red aggro. Mono black mid-range versus Prominent Pioneer Kirito God Mode. 2 Mazemind Tomes. Okay. Can I draw us? No. Alright, this could be too little too late. Already. On turn 1. Oh, no pump. That's good news. Alright, they're... Alright. Sure. Oh, a fatal push, though. Yeah, I need the push. I need to keep the push around. This push is gonna be key. Alright. Here comes the pump aggro. Not even sure who to block here, the Swift Spear or the Challenger. Actually, the Challenger. Because they both have 2 toughness, so. Alright. Let's see. Oh, wow. That's very good news for me, to be honest. Should I go for the throat? I'm gonna go for another Trespasser. The fact that that was able to trade with the Challenger was very good. That's also good news. I'm just not gonna play a spell here to make my thing flip. Now it's a 4/4. I'd love to hit the Slickshot Shock, but because they're targeting the hero, I'm gonna have to target this. Because I don't want them to draw. So I'm still taking 3, so I still need to find a way to deal with this with the show off. Whew. A Sheoldred. I think is the best chance here. But still, this is going to be very close. They can just 2 pump spells and I'm dead, basically. Because the Slickshot Show-Off is just... That would deal 5 damage in on itself. So I think like almost 1 pump spell could be enough here. Okay, is it 2 pump spells? Or is it a creature and like a Burst Lightning or something? Which would probably be the best scenario. Wait, what? Okay, put me to 1. How can I need to Regent for X equals 2, I think. Wait. I could also just play the Regent. How about that? Attack only with this to gain some life, some more life. Go back to 4. Now I have big blockers. I think that was the best choice. I could have also just played the Regent and killed everything. Maybe that would have been better. I'm not sure, but okay, I'm gonna have to block everything here. have a creature in my graveyard. They have a creature in the graveyard. Okay, turn inside out. Okay, pretty good news. Pretty good news. Okay, I'm gonna have to go for more Graveyard Trespassers. Keep gaining life one by one. Go back up to 6 and always keep some blockers on the hind side. Could have attacked with everything actually there, and they would have had to block with one thing, but I think that would have been a little bit better than playing defensively. I was so focused on protecting myself that I didn't really realize that the opponent's already at 5. But okay, wow, this game was definitely won by the Graveyard Trespassers here. They gained me just like enough life and also Sheoldred to not stabilize, but just barely stay alive here. All right, another victory against Mono Red. I'm stoked about that. On to the, I think it's the final game already. It is. On to game number 5. Mono Black Midrange versus Ven the Crafty Great. Ven the Great Crafty. Crafty Ven the Great. That's how it should be. I will keep this. Yeah. Alright. Okay, I think my hand's actually not so bad against Mono Red. I'm gonna keep the Fatal Push first. And I want to Duress plus push on the next turn. But let's see what happens first. Alright, well that's gonna immediately die. No questions asked. Alright, definitely taking this. These monos are annoying. I'm gonna kill it. Oh, this can be a free... Okay, I'm gonna keep Liliana to minus. I don't want to plus because I like my hand very much. Mutavault, huh? Pretty good. Oh, this is awesome. However, they still have Mutavault, which could be problematic. So do I Liliana? But what do I do with her? Like, I can't plus. I need the Regent. So this was awkward. This is still a little bit awkward here, to be fully honest. The Mutavault is actually very problematic for me. Because I won't be able to hit it really nicely. Now, okay, yeah.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come.
But let's, yeah, now they have to invest some more power into dealing with Liliana.
I've always hated crowds.
Maybe the Mutavault. I'm still at 12 and their hand is very diminished, but... Yeah, here comes Mutavault. I hope they attack Liliana, honestly. Okay, that's good. Pretty good, I think.
A delay, nothing more.
Ah, an Archmage's Charm. That's also good. Huh. I'm just gonna keep up the... Oh my god, this is... Wait. Yeah, okay. This can actually finally get rid of the Mutavault. Do I have a thank you? Maybe that is thank you, I don't know. I mean, nice deck. What is your deck? Is your mono red? Like, whose deck is nice? Mono black, mono red. Anyway, nothing for me to worry about. I will draw a card. Okay, so I will x equals 3. Or not. I'm just gonna play it out. If they want to target it, they have to discard. I'm gonna gain 4 life soon with my... with that. Definitely gonna block. They're gonna discard a mountain, probably. Am I dead? Actually, okay, that's actually good, because now this thing don't die. And I won't take the damage from it. Okay, I can still gain 4 life in any time at instant speed here, right? No, 4. Oh, I can't yet. Ooh. I'm still in trouble here. Yeah, here comes the rage or whatever. A lightning strike, sure, okay. So both will die now. I will take 3. They have the ruins. Yeah, I'm down to 3. Whew! The ruins cost 4, right? Okay. Finally gaining 4 life here. And this is what the Mazemind Tome is, why it's pretty good. Can I afford to take 2 just to draw a card? I don't think I can, honestly. Yeah, that's much better. That's way, way better. And I think this is now finally gonna seal the deal. I'm even gonna make a demon. And that's finally decided the game. So again, against mono red, it is very, very close. You need the spot removal, but that's what you have in this. That's what you do have in the mono black mid-range deck. You have the 4 fatal pushes. You have the charms. You have the go for the throats. So there's ways to stop mono red in its tracks. So nice, 4-1 today's run, mono black midrange, probably one of the go-to deck I'm using, our Selesnya Angels, but anyway, let's just go straight to the recap. All right, mono black midrange, or sometimes it's called mono black control, but I like to call it midrange because it still has Trespassers and Onis and a Cecil, so it's still a creature kind of base deck, so I still prefer to call it midrange. All right, so what have we got in this deck? Let's start with the two low curve creatures. We have a Cecil and a Blade of the Oni, both very good offensively and defensively with decent stats. The Blade of the Oni is a demon, which helps the Annex. The Cecil is just a nice one-off because it's legendary, but it's superb because of Death Touch. But also on the offense, it can deal some nice damage and then turn into a 4/4. Hand Disruption, we have the typical 4 Duress, 4 Thoughtseize plus 1 Duress package, which is kind of standard for the mono black midrange deck. Dealing with anything that, with dealing with things before they even hit the board. Then we have what makes this deck very strong and able for this deck to have a chance against mono red or Rakdos aggro is the creature removal package. We have 4 push, 2 throats, 3 Archenemy's charms, which I really love. It's a little bit more expensive with 3 mana, but yeah, that's why 3. And 1 Liliana, which can also, deals with creatures, but can also go off on by discarding and ultimately ulting. A 1 of Liliana because this deck needs to make a little bit more space for some other cards. Liliana could also be a 2 of or even a 3 of. Then we have the creature package. We have the Graveyard Trespassers, which have proven to be very, very useful in multiple occasions. They are your only way of interacting with the opponent's graveyard. They have a very good ward discard a card ability, and they are also able to gain you some life, which in some games can make just the difference that you need. And last but not least, it can even turn into a 4/4 and actually then remove 2 cards. So this is your very good mix of aggression, defense, life gain, graveyard interaction. Like there's so much packed into this card that it's brutal. Scavenger Regent also has the amazing ward discard a card ability, which is very strong. But I do really like the addition of this card here because it gives the deck a sweeper. It's not it's not a hard sweep. It's a -X sweep, which depends on how much mana you pay. But still, this has the advantage that your creatures may survive, so you can control it a little bit better. And it's just nice to have. If the opponent goes a little bit wider, then you do have an option in the deck which can deal with that. Because previously, the mono black midrange deck relied only on spot removal to stabilize or to kill creatures, and I really like having this. And also, this is very flexible because it is a 4 mana 4/4 as well, so it can also be your threat. 2 Sheoldreds, also just very amazing card, gain life, big body, death touch, mitigates the damage taken by the Annex. So even if you don't have a demon, having a Sheoldred means that you at least don't take damage from the Annex, which is also very, very good and important. Last but not least, we have 2 Invoke Despairs, which just in the mid to late game can really make the difference. They can end the game. It can deal 2, 4, or 6 damage. It can take out enchantments, planeswalkers, creatures. So it's, depending on the board state, it's just a lot of power for 5 mana. Drawing cards, dealing damage to the opponent, taking out important cards on the opponent's table. So a lot in here, but you don't want more than 2 because it's more expensive. And last but not least, we have the card advantage package. And this version of the deck does run Mazemind Tomes. This is the first time I'm running this card, giving it a shot. Yeah, gives you a little bit more in the 2 mana slot, and it gives you something to kind of do with your mana here and there. It is slow because sometimes you don't have the luxury to play this on turn 2, but generally once you play it and it sticks, it's just great card advantage. Even in some situations, you may opt to just scry, you know, if you're really urgently looking for something. And then at the end, once you've done it 4 times, you gain 4 life, which in some games can also be just enough life gain to keep you alive. The Annex, yeah, no need to repeat myself on the Annex. It just does so many things. Card advantage, creates demons, drains the opponent, difficult to remove, so just amazing. So yeah, as usual with mono black midrange, a lot of the cards are very flexible, have multiple purposes, multiple uses offensively and defensively, so that's why it's definitely a very good midrange option. Last but not least, we have the lands, a lot of swamps, because we're mono black. 3 castles to have further card advantage. A Takenuma, also just some value. The 4 Mutavaults, absolutely key, because they work so well with the Unholy Annex. And the Soul Urborg, which can make your Mutavaults produce black mana as well. And there we have it. Today's version of mono black midrange. 4-1. Very happy with the run. And let's look at some flavor text. What have we got? Let's take Invoke Despair. I think I've done it before, but it doesn't matter. Although officials said it was a sewer failure, the people whispered that it was a warning of Night's Reach. And on that note, thanks for watching, have fun, see you in the arena, and peace.